Gail and I got married in 2012 in Norfolk, Virginia. I came back up here on October 30th of 2013. She had a business, and we were doing well. Then the business went away. We were concerned about how we were going to make ends meet. She came home one day and said, you got to come out of retirement, you got to go back to work. August 2016, after she indicated that she saw a lump on the side of my throat, we had it tested and found out that it was cancerous. I had cancer of the tonsil on the left side.
It all started even before he got sick. The project started because our back wall was literally falling apart, and I was trying to get the house refinanced so we could get money to fix it. Because when we came back here in 2013, I had a business. It fell apart. Well, while the business was up and running, we had hired a contractor to lift the house up, level it out, and then we were going to get siding put on and new windows. Well, the contractor ripped us off. So in talking to my daughter, if we got the back wall fixed, all we need is just however many sheets it is for the back wall, then I can get the house refinanced. She said, well, we'll get that for you. Give me the measurements to the house. Well, I had no idea that she was going to buy siding for the whole house. And that's what she did.
This project with the house had already started, and how was we going to finish it? Had surgeries in January to remove the tonsil and the swollen lymph nodes. That took me out of work for a week and a half. I'd already used up all my vacation time. I already used up all my sick time. So we were literally living off of her paycheck at that point. To have to ask somebody for help, I didn't want somebody to think less of me. But the thing is, God thinks highly of me. And He wants to give somebody an opportunity to be in service, even to me. And for us to have to sit back and say, wow, we need help. How do we ask? We didn't know how to ask. Part of us didn't want to have to ask because other people had more pressing needs than we had. Somehow we would figure this out. But God had already figured it out if we just listened. And that little voice, I believe, was God said, hey, I'm trying to get you some help. If you'll just say yes.
When I came to the church to deliver food for the food pantry, and you asked, is there anything we can do, even if it's just mowing your lawn? And I said, no. And then I get this little voice that says, what about the siding? What about the siding? And that's when I spoke up and said, well, we've got siding that we could use some help getting up because there's just no way. No way we could do it. Jacob didn't have the strength, the energy. I didn't have the know-how. And of course, I'm working all day long at my job, so it would be hard for me to come home and try to hold up a panel while he's trying to nail it in there. So yeah, it was
a relief.
It was a major, major relief. And like I said, all I could say was wow and thank you, God.
If it hadn't been for the sickness, if it hadn't been for the need that we had at that point, we wouldn't have had our hearts touched the way we were. These people wouldn't have been out here. God had a reason for why I went through what I went through, to get me to say, okay, yes, I will accept help, and to opening my heart to say, okay, let these people come in and do this for you. God had a plan. He didn't lay it out there where I understood every step of it. But I'm glad I listened, because he walked us through each and every step. And as he walked us through, he brought some more people into our lives and helped us to grow, or helped me to grow. They have a little tradition to do at the end of a project that brought tears to our eyes when they presented us the Bible, with everybody's signature that had worked on the house was in that Bible. That really touched the heart. It was their hearts were in that, as their hearts were in the work as well, and in the fellowship. Their hearts were there, and it touched our hearts. And I know how that made me feel, and that's part of the reason why I want to be with them in other projects around this area, because I know how we can help and make somebody else feel. We touch their heart by doing service to them. I think that anybody who thinks that other people's needs are more important than theirs, and that's their reasoning for not asking for help or allowing somebody to be of service to them, are missing out on a major, major blessing.